There are probably plenty of things that you don't want the world to know about. An embarrassing thing that happened in 5th grade, a confession of love to your closest friend, or your monthly ritual of bathing in cheese. Even if you don't have some big secret to hide from the world, you'd think that you're entitled to having private conversations without Big Brother looking in. Unfortunately, large corporations don't quite agree, as they like to scan your messages. Facebook claims they do this to prevent abuse, but can use that data however they want. It's all written down in the terms of service that you totally read before you clicked agree, right? Right? Or if you're as sick of it as I am, this video will show you the best secure messaging apps that you can use today. We will give them a score of 1 out of 5 Fort Knoxes. Why Fort Knox? I don't know. Security, I guess. We will rate them based on their end-to-end encryption, transparency through third-party audits, data collection practices, whether they do encrypted cloud backups, whether they support disappearing messages, whether the code they use is open sourced or closed source, and finally, like and subscribability. Alright, that last one isn't about secure messaging apps, but you know what to do to make me happy. That thing. Yes, anyway, let's start with the most popular secure messaging app, WhatsApp. WhatsApp's popularity means that many, and I mean many, customers use it. Those customers benefit from numerous helpful features. These include both group chats and text chats. You can use this messaging app across all major features and even through your browser. First, WhatsApp offers the best end-to-end encryption, meaning nobody can read or listen to the content while in transit. The company is known for its high-quality security focus. WhatsApp also offers encrypted cloud backups to iCloud and Google Drive. The option of encrypted backups is great, but the two conned companies are not known for their great data privacy practices, so you might not want to use these features. Finally, among security features, WhatsApp offers disappearing messages, letting you control when they disappear. Their options are anywhere between 24 hours to 90 days. Now, all of this sounds pretty good on paper, but there are some major concerns. WhatsApp isn't built on open source software. The software is closed source, meaning that there's no way to verify how security or data is handled. To further push its lack of transparency, WhatsApp has had no third-party audits on record. WhatsApp's privacy policy is also pretty concerning, as they gather everything from location data to connection logs. Even without these details, you need to provide WhatsApp with your phone number, which is a treasure trove of data for thieves. You might think that it's odd for a privacy product to want such information, but it becomes pretty apparent when you see their privacy policy. Oh, now I get it. 2 out of 5 Fort Knoxes for WhatsApp. While there's no doubt that technology is good at protecting you against others, it can't protect you against itself. Plus, it's owned by Facebook. I mean, Meta. Which is the opposite of privacy. Next, we're going to take a look at another well-known company, Telegram. Telegram's popularity reached over 700 million users as of June 21st, 2022. Much of its popularity comes back to its 200,000 user limit, so it attracts large groups to come together for various weird or important reasons. Much like WhatsApp, Telegram does offer end-to-end encryption and disappearing messages. But there is a common criticism among both of these. They are situationally available. First, Telegram only offers its end-to-end encryption through secret chats. Its argument? Any mass-market messaging system needs to rely on cloud backups, making it infeasible for them to encrypt everything. This makes it more of a concern for those who want private group messages. However, this might be less of a concern to those who focus on one-on-one chats. The secret chats feature is also where you can set up disappearing messages of anywhere from 1 second to 1 week. 1 second? Why would you need 1 second? You'd have to be Sonic the Hedgehog of reading messages.
Yeah, gotta go fast! Run real fast!
This means Telegram stores your non-secret messages in the cloud. It also collects your phone number through the app, which might connect your full name and contact list. So while it isn't a major significant corporation like Facebook, Telegram isn't the best solution for data protection either. Telegram also offers encrypted cloud backups, but it had to make some adjustments after it was found that these backups included secret chats, which was a huge security flaw. One good thing about its security systems is its willingness to go through an audit. It has taken audits from MIT and Aarhus University. Much of this comes from not being connected to a larger company. However, the company behind Telegram isn't tiny either. One non-standard criticism Telegram runs into is its lower moderation standards. Because of its loose grip on tracking messages, fringe political groups often use it. This is the same reason criminals tend to use the Tor network. For security enthusiasts, this isn't necessarily a problem. Telegram isn't perfect, but it gets a solid 3 out of 5 Fort Knoxes. If you want to stick to secure platforms stay on their secret chats. So now that we've seen how larger companies do, what about small companies? Let's take a look at one of these through another privacy app, CyberDust. Dust is a tiny app co-founded by Mark Cuban. You can find the app on both Google and Apple App Store under Radical App LLC. It's an encrypted messaging app that has no desktop versions. The biggest complaint comes from how the app is somewhat like digital eye bleach. The lime green aesthetic just doesn't do it for me. Their website is similar, seemingly inspired by the color of your sweat after drinking 20 Monster Energy drinks in under 24 hours. Because it's built with security in mind first, Dust is relatively bare bones. You don't get any advanced features like a video chat. But there are a few features like blast text, which is excellent if you want to send the same meme to everyone in your group. Dust makes it clear on both the App Store pages that they collect no data beyond your phone number. This is apparent because both Google and Apple require other companies to disclose what information they collect. This is funny given that these larger companies can barely answer what they do with the data. Being bare bones means that Dust doesn't support any encrypted data backups. This means there's no chance of your data being leaked and no enhanced security alongside a critical feature. The messages they store only last 4 to 24 hours as they support disappearing messages. The only weaknesses they really have are related to transparency, as they don't have a third-party audit or open source code. Because of this, it's difficult for security enthusiasts to trust everything Dust claims to be, although we imagine that this is what they use in Cyberpunk 2077. Still, the company has enough evidence that they aren't in the data collection game to get a solid 4 out of 5 Knoxes. In our last example, you'll see what happens when a company focuses on providing a non-profit focus, Briar. Briar has the least sexy app of the ones on this list. It's entirely free software, much like the others on this list, but the difference is that they make it clear around their policies that they gather no information. The lack of data collection includes everything from when you register to when you send feedback. They leave it up to you whether or not you want to provide them with information, which includes an email to provide so they can respond to your feedback. Because it's free, Briar is also open source, fully supporting all aspects of open source. You can install it through the regular Google Play Store or F-Droid, which is a catalog of free or open source software, otherwise known as FOSS applications. What about security and end-to-end encryption? Well, Briar is excellent in 3 stages. First, the connections between users are direct, meaning Briar can't even see what you're talking about, so the company hosting the service doesn't know. Second, the connections are secured in transit through end-to-end encryption. It uses the Tor onion routing binaries, which means that your data is encrypted to the point where the source and the data are impossible to track. Third, Briar supports disappearing messages that you can control in the settings. Because the app is built for activists and journalists, it has to stay secure. For further proof of its focus on security, check out the audit from Cure53. This auditing company is best known for its work auditing virtual private networks. While the audit wasn't perfect, it made things clear. Briar's ultimate focus is privacy and security. Because of this, they get a perfect 5 out of 5 on security. So, now knowing some of the most popular and best secure messaging apps, you'll know where to start. But before you download any of these, ask yourself, how do you value your security? If you value your security, you must consider a VPN, like NordVPN or Surfshark, to protect your connection and traffic logs. If you love your privacy and security, VPNs hide your data across browsers, applications, and games. You can find steep discounts for these 2 VPNs below. Otherwise, let us know what you thought about this video. Do you agree with this list? Either way, we would really appreciate it if you took the time to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.